We're just about to head out. We're going to Stonehenge for a night, but important job, I've got to feed my magpies before we go. Okay, let's go. Now, I know magpies have a bit of a bad rep because they will take baby birds, but I can't help but love them. They're such clever birds, and so beautiful too. The flash of colour in their feathers when the light hits them is just stunning. Our garden has definitely been handed over to the wildlife. And I can't deny that that's a convenient excuse for when it's looking a bit uncared for because I've spent more time out in the van than at home. But I opt for pollinator-friendly plants, do things like no-mow May, and as you've seen, I put out a variety of bird food, and there's lots of water bowls and baths. There is a small bit of woodland and a stream behind us, so I think that helps with the number and variety of birds that we get in the garden. There's at least 3 squirrels too, and a few days ago we spotted a hedgehog for the first time. So I put my trail camera out to see if the hedgehog was a regular visitor. He does seem to be, but much to my surprise, we also have a fox. I'm sure you'll have guessed by now that I love nature and am always photographing it, and more recently trying to film it. But I'm also an artist, and I use the photos that I take as references for my work. And having the magpies visit my garden regularly inspired me to draw them, and I created this. It's a mixed media drawing. I've used coloured pencil for the birds, and the background is watercolour, pastel, pencils and paint markers. I had originally planned to include 3 or 4 birds, but I settled for 2 as it made for a better composition. This isn't the most original name, but it had to be called 2 for Joy. I hope you like it.
There's sheep over in the field this time.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
It's the only trouble with this track. There's lots of potholes.
Is this gonna be really deep?
Made it through. What side are we parking today?
The other one past the visitor entrance.
We found our spot for the night. We're just gonna sit here, have our lunch. Got cheese and onion pasties, and we're gonna head off for our walk to find Woodhenge and the pub that's nearby to have a drink. We've still got a really good view of the stones here.
Well, I've just lost half my pasty because I put it down, forgetting that Eli was in there, and he's taken a chunk out of it. All I wanted to do was show you the view of the stones, so let's try that again. Like butter wouldn't melt. What? You're not having any more?
I don't think so. I think we need to look up on a map.
I think we have to go through this field to get to Woodhenge. We could have gone that way, but it's a dog-free zone, so we're having to walk a long way round. We've been a bit worried about Eli's sight for a while, and we've actually had it confirmed that he is blind. He's got something called PRA, which is common in Dachshunds. So basically he's progressive retinal atrophy. So it's making the walks quite difficult. We're trying to train him to listen to our voice more, like left, right, straight. So it's getting better, but we've also got to watch out we don't trip over him because he walks into us. So it's quite a bit stressful sometimes. And we've also got to be wary of watching that he doesn't walk into other people and objects. So yeah, we've just got to be on guard all the time basically. But he still seems quite happy. He's trotting along there nicely. I know in the last Stonehenge vlog that I said, oh careful Eli, he just tripped over a stone. Yeah, I think I'll have to fill you in later when we're not walking. So as I was saying, I know in the last Stonehenge vlog that I mentioned that Eli didn't enjoy going for walks without the others, which we've realised now is probably where his sight was going, and a lack of confidence. Because now that we are compensating by constantly talking to him, letting him know where we are and being his eyes, he's almost back to his bouncy happy little self. We're still struggling with curbs, which is what first alerted us that something was wrong, because he started tripping up them. Sometimes he jumps on or off them, no trouble at all, but other times he'll trip. So we're trying to retrain him with them, but we might just have to resort to picking him up. Eli's trying to get the blackberries, he loves them.
He found one.
Mind you don't get the spikes. Eli, would you rather have this? Okay. Yeah, in my hands. It's very sad to know that he can't see, and the worst bit is that he can't play properly anymore. You want them too, Amber? But other than that, he is adapting very well. Oh, she does like them.
We've got to beware of children walking through here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We were beginning to think we'd gone the wrong way because we'd been through loads of housing estates. It was just taking ages to get here, but the Woodhenge is just up over there. It would have been nicer to have walked through the field, but we couldn't because of the dogs. All this bit in the fields is a dog-free zone, which is a shame, but we get it. Go on, Eli. This is how they would have looked, or may have appeared. I wish we could see it like that now, it would be so impressive, but we've got concrete stumps.
In 1925, an aerial photograph was taken and it showed dark circles which were thought to be a burial mound, but archaeologists excavated the site and uncovered the post holes. They recognised the similarities in the layout and orientation to nearby Stonehenge, so named the site Woodhenge, and had the holes marked with coloured concrete pillars to help visitors understand the site. The different colours show the size of the posts. The largest, which would have measured up to 9 metres high, are marked with red pillars. There are 6 oval rings of posts. The ovals are broadly aligned in the direction of the midsummer sunrise and midwinter sunset, the same as Stonehenge. It is not known how Woodhenge was used, but people placed pottery, carved objects, stone tools and animal bones as offerings among the posts. People still leave offerings to this day.
What's the symbolism of a pointer? It has been identified, though, that Woodhenge is a mathematical and spiritual guide to growth. It uses Fibonacci sequence mathematics of growth and is a precision numerical relationships generator for all of Wiltshire's megalithic monuments and also the pyramid complex in Giza. The posts have been placed at specific distances and angles to produce Fibonacci numbers in the rings. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know what that means, and there's a lot more to it than that. But these numbers are found in the spirals of pine cones, sunflowers and pineapples. It's all very interesting and I'd like to learn more about it.
We were planning to go and see the Cuckoo Stone and the Durrington Walls, but they're in the dog-free zone, so unfortunately we can't see them.
It's a shame. But yeah, so that over there is the Durrington Walls and the Cuckoo Stone is somewhere in that field. We're just walking to find the Stonehenge Inn now to go and have a cider and then we'll head back to the van. Little mini Stonehenge. Hello, Mike.
We really need to buy a set of barbecue utensils for the fan because we forgot it again. So I'm having to use the little Ridge Monkey spoon. It does the job, but you gotta get quite close to everything.
Nice stash of sauces. Try and collect them every time we go somewhere. We don't actually have barbecues that often, so this is really the only time, and we're not very well organised with it, but at least this time we've got this tub, because everything obviously was ready at the same time, so we're going to have to get better at that. But the tub can keep everything hot while we eat these hot dogs. Everything always tastes nicer outdoors. Subscribe to watch the second part of our Stonehenge stay. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.